Hello, my name is Deliliah Cordova, visibility creator here at Omnipresence Studios. We expose the world to our interviewees' unique products, services, and books, and we also help in their journey to go from undiscoverable to visible in a digital world. I am currently on a mission to conduct 100 author interviews, and we're talking about all things books, from publishing to new authors, and don't forget marketing. I would like to welcome you to our show, Marketing and Coffee, where authors come to get inspired and experience. Hey authors, you finished your manuscript. What do you do next? If you would like to learn more about being featured on my show, go to marketingandcoffee.com. And without further ado, meet our next awesome author. Hey everybody, it's Deliliah Cordova here, and I am here again for another awesome author interview with Sanghamitra Dasgupta. And I got it right. So, as you all know, I am about 70% of the way to 100 authors, and I am still looking to fill that last 30%. So if you are an author and you're interested in having an author interview done, then please go ahead and contact me on my business page, Deliliah Cordova, International Marketing Expert. And as well, if you guys are going to be checking out my past interviews, then make sure you go to marketingandcoffee.com and go down to Spreaker, and I also have them everywhere that my show is listed. You can go and find it, the podcast, the YouTube, etc. It will be right there. Next, if you haven't checked out our blog, make sure you go on there as well, and that's also listed on the Marketing and Coffee website. And lastly, if you haven't joined the Marketing and Coffee group, you need to get in there because I've been dropping tons and tons of valuable articles in the groups. So hurry up, get in there. Let's get the party started. Sanghamitra, are you ready to introduce
Yes, I'm
your
ready.
book?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Go ahead. It's your turn.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Sanghamitra Dasgupta. I am an illustrator first of all, and then I am an author for kids book. And in 2018, I have come with 4 books for the kids, for the age 2 up to age 10. And there are different varieties, like one is for story types, one is rhyming, one is art book, and one is activity and coloring book. Today I am going to show you my 3 books right now. Number 1 is Johnny's Holiday Vibes Activity and Coloring Book. In this book, you can do different types of activities like this one, or you can write a letter to Jesus, or you can color it, like join the dots and color this picture, this sailor. So there are different types of activities and things, like if there is Mr. Frog, you can color Mr. Frog, or you can color Mr. Owl. So here it is, Johnny's Holiday Vibes Activity and Coloring Book. This book is for age 4 up to age 10. Now comes to my second book. My second book is the art book of Sanghamitra Dasgupta. It is a combination of all my illustrations I have done before, and you can see, if you want to learn something, my different types of techniques, different caricatures, and different all the things, posters, prep, you can learn from itself. So it is for the book for the artists who want to do something, who want to learn art. And the last one is Mac. This is a story of a friendly ghost, how Mac made a very clever turtle named Jasper, and how they became friends and teach a lesson to a greedy crow, and give us a type of lesson that never laugh of anyone who is weaker, who is not strong. We should be always helpful and we should be always friendly. So these are my 3 books, and now I am talking about Brian the Kid. It is a rhyming book about a goat and a fish friendship story again. Here we can see or learn how friendship can bring you up from your loneliness. So we should be always be with somebody or be with friends. So these are the 4 books, and currently I am now working with 2 other authors, and the book is on this process. So here I am today with Miss Deliliah.
Awesome. Woo, girl, you got a lot going on.
Yes, I am going on a lot.
You're going on a lot.
Yeah.
So with geez, all right, where do we start? Um, First off, I like the
Hmm.
illustrations. They're really unique.
Thank
And
you.
you can tell that, you hand drew those, or were they're
Uh,
made digitally?
no, first, when the concept comes in my thoughts, I just first draw it rough on a paper with pen or pencil, and then comes for the software part where I scan the picture and then just manipulate or exaggerate the portion and add something more or some coloring, and then comes with the final part with the sketch coloring with my digital graphic tablet. Yeah, so
Wow.
this is from the basic to the digital.
Wow. So then, when you were coming up, how long did it take you, or how long have you been doing graphic art?
It's been a long year, 26 years.
Wow. 26 years doing graphic art.
Yes,
So
yes.
so you were
Graphic art,
doing
I mean illustrating. 26 years of illustrating.
36 years. And then when
Yes.
did you switch over to doing digital?
Digital, I can say I started it from 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. That means that when you've been doing digital arts for about 5 or 6 years, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So with that, what with those books that you have right now, is there any type of supporting causes or that you're supporting in India there
Yes,
with them?
yes, yes. With the this book, I can say the art book of Sanghamitra Dasgupta. This book is for the artists who are just learner or who just get admission in the drawing college or art college. This book has different type of illustration, different cartoon. You can find a cartoon picture in there. You can find a scenery in there. Even you can find some portraits in there. So yes, this is different types of styles and arts for those aspiring artists.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, do you have kids yourself, or what inspired you to write children's books?
Actually, I am a teacher. I was a teacher. Right now, I'm not being a school teacher right now. I was a teacher, so I love kids. So I thought the process that why shouldn't I write for something for them? So that's why I start writing for the kids for the age 2 up to age 10.
Wow, that's really cool. I like
You?
it. Yeah.
Thank you.
I like the one with the little friendly ghost Mac, and I like the
Yes.
message that you were speaking of. When you're what inspired that one in particular?
Because in my teaching profession, I have seen some kids who are just very much bullied or very much sideways, and some kids are not talking with them. So it's my message to the social media and so to all the parents or kids that never be underestimate anyone. Be always friend with everybody and help each other. So this way you can bring up your inner side very, very much better. So that's
Right.
why I wrote this book, Mac.
Right. I like it. It's cute. And I like the message because that's really important for
Yeah.
children, especially here in America. Like, you know, it's
Mm.
not to the point like where adults bully adults, and everybody across the board is just bullies to each other, and
Yeah.
we we have to learn to embrace and love one another. Because at the end of the day, we're all stuck in the same sphere. We're all stuck
I
in the
know.
same sphere called Earth.
The same sphere.
We have
Yes,
to
I can
inhabit it
understand.
together.
Yes, there is lot of thing happening in our
There
in
is.
front outside or everywhere.
Right, right. And the first thing that we have to learn is to be kind. And that starts at childhood, you know what I mean? And it starts at
Yes.
helping your children to become diverse and, not let adversity get to them,
Yes.
and looking
Yes.
past people's judgments and their, it takes a lot. And I think that children's books like yours are awesome because it helps them to learn. And people like
To
you
learn.
are inspirational because they need that message. Children need that message most of all.
Actually, my
Um,
inspiration is Mr. Barack Obama, the forever president of United States. I am
yep.
also I am also a fellowship programmer, summer fellowship and spring fellowship programmer of Obama Foundation. So yeah, somehow they also inspired me to do something for the kids.
Nice. That's beautiful. And so, have you sent your children's books into any like big publishers, especially like your Mac, the one with Mac?
No,
Um,
no, it's only in English. It's only in English right
mhm.
now, but I am working on it in different languages, and I have talked with some of my translators, and the process is ongoing.
Oh, that's beautiful. Um, because you want to make sure that that definitely is a market.
Yeah.
Like here, in the
Mhm.
United States, the Indian market is really big, and it's
Mhm.
growing. It's really
Yes.
growing. Um,
Yes.
and I think that Indian cultures they love to take part in um supporting each other. You know what I mean? I was just at an Indian fashion show yesterday. It was awesome.
Wow. Yes, I have seen that. I have seen that. I have
Yeah,
seen that.
and then
Even
I
I
had
think I have already commented on that or put a love
yeah, you put
emotion
some
on
love.
that.
You
Yes,
showed some
yes,
Indian
yes.
love.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So, your books, I think with the right people in the right avenues, and definitely they should be
Mm-hmm.
able to take off, and especially with a book with a message like that, it's really
Mm-hmm.
important, that they do.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you gotta fight every day, make it. Um, so do you I want to ask you something like children's book related. Um, what is your process when coming up with a children's book?
Well, I read lots of books on ghost stories. So that's why I made my first book on ghost. The ghost is my favorite topic. And one day I just sitting and thinking of some illustration. I thought about a ghost and I said, why don't we write something about a friendship story and a ghost story both? We can mix it. So
Yeah.
I write a rough one and show it to my mother, and she said she just marked the corrections and all. And after that, I start processing for my first book. Then came to my mind that why shouldn't I bring some art book for the aspiring artist? I
Yeah,
can share my experience, I can share my learnings to them. So then came the second book, and then came the third, Johnny's Holiday Vibes. So yeah, it's like come from some thought process and then come to other. So yeah, that's why.
that's awesome. And your mother's a big supporter, right?
Yes, she was also a teacher, so yeah, she knew something.
Awesomeness. Um, if you could tell your younger writing self anything,
Mm-hmm.
what would it
Mm-hmm.
be?
First of all, I must say that whatever you think to write, you should be focus on that. Don't make your focus like very hodgepodge or something. If you want to write something for kids, make sure that kids would love that. Don't make anything extra in that. And if you
Right.
want to write something for the adults, don't make it like very much childish. So you have to be sure about your writing, and then everybody should go with the editor. So because every writer can make a mistake. So
Right.
after the editing and all the process, you can start with the illustration process or whatever you want. If you want to go with just only text, you can go. If you want to add some illustration, you can hire an illustrator. So yes. And in my case, I didn't need any illustrator because I illustrate my books myself.
Right, right. That's a little bit of advantage for you, right? 'Cause you're able to
Yeah.
draw all that out. I love how ambitious you are, and like you're just so go-getter. Like I'm gonna do this.
Yes.
Um, how did publishing your first book change your writing process or process of
Frankly
writing?
speaking, for the first publication, I didn't believe I can do it because in first time I published it via KDP and CreateSpace also, and I faced different types of problems, challenges.
Yeah,
So I took help from my fellow author, and she just showed me what is the process. And after that, I made myself clear. Okay, so this is the way. This is the process. This type of pages you have to make. This is the borderline you have to take.
yeah,
So yeah, there is lot of things to be understandable. And then I made the rest of the books. Yeah,
nice.
in my first book, my one of my friend helped me a lot.
What's her name? You gotta shout her out.
I think sorry, I forgot her name. She's in my mail list, so I have to check that.
Well, you'll shout her out later then.
Okay, okay.
Well, we thank her for helping you, all right?
Yes, yes, I am very much thankful to her. I mean,
Yeah.
she even made the layout of the process. So you have to make the border line like that for the binding portion and all. So she even made that process and send it to me so I can put my pages on that and make the rest.
Oh,
So
that's
yes,
good. That's good.
she's in the children illustrator community in the Facebook. She's in there. So I
Yeah.
met her there. Yes.
Nice. I love that. I love how that somebody come along and just support you and help you to get to achieve your dreams, right? To achieve what
Yes,
you're trying to
yes,
do. And that's
yes,
what at
yes.
the end of the day, we all can't do it ourselves. We
No,
gotta
no, no.
have we gotta have other people to help us make things happen. And it's great that, she was able to be there to help you along, you know what I mean? Like just to pick you up.
Yes,
That
yes.
hashtag authors supporting authors at
Authors
its
supporting
best.
authors. Yes,
Yes.
I agree. I agree in that. I agree in that.
I love it. So yeah, I want to give a shout out to some people who are watching. We have Priscilla
Mm-hmm.
McGee and we have Lorraine Moore. And Lorraine Moore, I know, is a children's book writer. So it's great to have you
Okay.
here, Lorraine. If you
Yes.
guys have any questions for Miss, oh gosh, I can't. I'm trying to remember how to say your name. I
Miss
don't know.
Dasgupta.
Miss
Just
Dasgupta.
Miss Dasgupta.
Miss
Okay.
Sanghamitra. Make sure you leave them below. If you're just now rewatching the replay, make sure you hashtag replay. And, don't worry if you're just now watching this. Always leave your questions. We will try to get back to you as soon as possible on it, whether
Mm-hmm.
it be on YouTube or the podcast. I don't mind. I love it. Um,
Okay.
so, with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Dasgupta, I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
better. Hey, I'm getting better.
This is quite natural. This comes
Yes.
quite naturally. Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna have to exchange some recipes. Yes. Um, what's an early experience where you learned that language had power?
What is the actual actually when I started my education, I
Hmm.
just saw that there is some language problems or language barriers, and nowadays peoples are like in India, in Kolkata especially. I want to say that because they want to learn English more rather than our Indian mother language, our local languages. So I thought, okay, so I have to learn that. I have to
Right,
do my best. I have to give my best. I have to try. So
right.
after that, and I started my own teaching. I just self-taught myself. So yeah, that's the way I can say that.
Right. And so you developed your message and came up with your story, and then
Yes, yes.
um, when you were um in the process of
Mm-hmm.
publishing your books, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe the Mac book, is that's my favorite
Mm-hmm.
one out of them. When you were in the process of publishing this, what
Mm-hmm.
were some things that were in your mind? Um,
Uh, the first of all, I thought, okay, I am going to launch this book. Is
uh-huh,
this book be very make children's very happy, or the activity book? Can they do it, or just they can just okay, this is another book, another activity book. So I
yeah,
made the activity book a different way, and I researched about some art books, and there are some of them there are art books. So I say okay, so I can make an art book of my 26 years of experience. So this is the process. So once this is they are out and people are loving it, and now I am okay, now I can launch my another book and they are loving it.
nice, and that's good. So what does literary success look like to you then?
For me, there is
Mhm.
no boundary for the success. If you want to say that okay, I am now success, I am not, I can stay right now, I can leave my all the things, I am a successful people, a successful man or woman. No, there is nothing. Every day I work and say okay, today I have to do something better. I
Right,
have to learn something. Even there is a person in my friend list. He is from Japan, and every day he just show his live video of his work. That is sorry, that is BIMP. There is another software that I
right.
didn't know anything about that, and every day was that, and I even told him that you made me learn something from that software. So yes, every day is a new learning day. So
Yeah.
there is nothing, yes, there is no boundary of successfulness.
That's awesome that you recognize that because, every day. You gotta, as they say, spend at least 2 hours a day
Mm-hmm.
working towards your goals or getting what you need done towards your
Mm-hmm.
goals. Like, don't skip a day on it. Just work 2 hours a day. And I think that's a really great example of what your friend in Japan does by
Mm-hmm.
keeping everybody in the process and
Yes.
going live. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Going live is the best thing that you can do for your book. Going
Mm-hmm.
live while you're in the process, showing the behind the scenes, allowing your audience to help you
Mm-hmm.
develop your book and
Mm-hmm.
be a part of the book. It helps a lot because then they're going to want to help you expand that book because they can say,
Yes.
hey, I was a part of this with
Yes.
Dasgupta and it was awesome, you know?
Yes, I even, frankly speaking, I even also made some live videos of my drawing processes. I
Yeah.
want to share them with all the people, so that's why I made them.
Beautiful. Um, yeah, you guys definitely go and hook up with Sanghamitra Dasgupta.
Sanghamitra Dasgupta, Dasgupta.
I'm trying. It's a lot, but you guys definitely go and hook up with her and get on her Facebook page so that you guys can see the process. If you're writing a children's book, connect with her and check out her illustrations because I bet she can definitely help you out with that.
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
yeah. So connect with Miss Dasgupta today. Don't wait. Go ahead, get over there.
And you
um,
guys are always welcome.
yes. Um, so how long were you ever like a part-time writer before you became a
No, no, no,
full-time?
no, no, no. I am just a full-time freelancer, first of all, and writing comes for last 2 years.
The last 2 years?
Yes, yes, last 2 years.
And you think there'll ever be a time where you'll go into full-time writing?
Currently not in the mind because there are so much projects in my hand, so I have to do them first. Clients are very much obviously they comes first and then come myself. So
Yeah,
yes, right now making some projects, so they are on the process. So let's see.
nice. Um, So, what period of your life do you find you write about most often? Well, I mean, I know it's majority children's book, but are
Mhm.
you planning to do anything along the lines of like teenagers and adult?
I think I might write something for teenagers. There are some issues with them. So I am thinking something, but I don't know when I will start or when I will end that process.
Nice.
So yes, there is something in my mind, of course, for sure.
There's something in the mind. Just make it happen.
Yes, yes, make it happen. But it will take time because right now there are three books on the process. One is also already done, and it's now in the uploading part, and the two are just now to begin. So yes, three books on the way.
So, with your children's books, do you hide any secrets in your books that only a few people will find?
No, 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 no. There are no secrets. I am like an open book. So I always try to make sure everybody should understand that there is nothing hidden in that.
So, what was the hardest book to write?
The hardest book to write is like the Johnny's Holiday Wives and Activity because you have to make sure that at age of 2 kid must be able to do some activities. You
Right.
can't make the activities very hard. They
Yeah.
can they can stick the sharpener pencil sharpener the flower part in there with the glue, but they couldn't even do any maths. A 2-year-old couldn't do anything. And then comes so I have to make sure that every age can do the activity book. So that is the best, I think I can say that is the most difficult book for me to make.
I can see that because you have to be really specific with how it's going and how
Yes,
think about how a child can manipulate this book and be
yes,
effective.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so as a children's book author, what's your
Mm-hmm.
favorite childhood book?
uh, I can say Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Really? That
Yes. I already told that I love ghost. Even I just bought another ghost story last year, so it's on the process. Couldn't even finish that reading. So yes, only ghost stories are my favorite.
That's crazy. So you like vampires?
Yes,
Oh
I
wow.
love the vampires. I even watched all the Twilight movies.
Really? See,
Yes.
But you know what? You know what are the best vampires? I'm sorry, I'm gonna lean back and talk about it. You know what are the best vampires?
I
And rice
yes,
vampires.
yes,
Yes, they're the best. Like
they are the
Prince
best.
Lestat and Roman, and you have like and rice vampires. I believe are the no hands down the best
No,
vampires.
yes, they are the best. They are the best. I agree with you. Even
You have any? How many Anne Rice books have you read?
I think that is a long way back. I have to remember. I think four or five. I don't remember that, but I did it. I did it. I did all the vampire stories. I all did all the ghost stories, and there is nothing more. And yes, my another part is which comes. I like Superman.
You like
So
Superman?
yes, yes, Superman is my favorite hero.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool. I don't like
Superman,
Spider-Man or He-Man. I like Superman. So it's my like childhood crush. You can say that. Childhood crush.
childhood crush.
Yes.
Superman. Wow. So I don't even know. I think my favorite is Batman, but my
I
ultimate favorite superhero character is Catwoman.
Catwoman, yes.
Yes.
In fact, I thought in my childhood that I can fly like Superman and I can reach my school like that.
You're true.
Yes, true.
Dasgupta's gonna fly out of here today. Go, "Doo."
True.
She's a bird, she's a plane. No, it's Dasgupta. Flying away.
So yes, that is my childhood crush.
Oh wow. So what what is the most difficult part of your artistic process?
Difficult part is like when I was learning with the graphic tablet because when you are doing hand drawing, there is nothing more difficult.
Hmm.
I'm used to that because I do like from the age of 5. So when it comes for the graphic tablet, you have to learn the layers, how to make the layers, how to do the light and shade effect. So there are so many things. Once you learn, you can go with it. You can go with the flow. But the learning period is very much difficult, I
Right,
must say.
right.
Yeah.
I can see that. I do a little bit of graphic design myself, and I can tell you that's hard. But
Wow.
I don't do like illustration like you.
I must say I want to share. I want to see your graphic designing.
You can see them all over. Hmm.
Okay, I will check. I will check that. I will check definite for sure.
Majority I do a lot of my website and stuff and my clients' work and yeah, I do a lot of graphics, but I don't do illustration. Don't have time
You
for
must
that.
try. You must try. I think so. You must try.
I'm not good
If
at
you
coloring.
nobody is perfect in the beginning. Nobody can say that you can become an illustrator too. So
Eh,
you can try. Everybody has their own style. So you must use your style.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll just give
Try
it to
it.
you.
Try it once.
I'll
Try
give
it
it to you.
once.
You
No,
can
no,
do
no.
it.
You can. If you just try. If you can't, then I am there
Then
in
you're
your
there.
back. Yes, in
Okay.
your back.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Hashtag will Delilah become an illustrator?
Hashtag yes. Hashtag yes.
Hashtag yes.
Yes.
All right. So we are coming up on the end of our interview here with Ms. Dasgupta. And
Yeah.
I want you to go ahead and I put the links in the comments for where they can go and purchase your books and where they can find you on Facebook. But I wanted you to show them and tell them one more time where they can find them and how they can connect with you. And if
Okay,
there's any
so if
websites.
you want to, yeah, you can go Amazon.com and just easily search Sanghamitra Dasgupta and you can find all my books there. So it's a one-click search.
Mhm.
Nobody has to go for the different types of search. Just one-click search. Go and type my name, Sanghamitra Dasgupta, and you can find all my books. There is the art book of Sanghamitra Dasgupta, and this one, Mac the Friendly Ghost, and this one, the most difficult one, I must say, Johnny's Holiday Vibes Activity and Coloring Book for Kids. The other one is Brian the Kid. You can find it on my Amazon link. So yes, there are 4 books.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And is there anything else you would like for the world to know?
I just want to say, everybody, just keep doing what you're doing and make sure that you have to do your best.
Right.
Nobody can make you just feel lower or something. You have to be focused and do your best every day. That's the main thing I want to say, everybody. And yes, live in peace.
Live in peace. That's all we can ever ask for is peace.
Yes, that is the main thing.
Yes.
That is the main thing.
Okay, well, I'm going to wrap this up here. Everybody who came and who watched today, thank you so much. If you're just now watching the video or you have gone to the end, make sure hashtag replay so we know that you came by. After this, if you're just, getting started, go ahead and comment questions, keep talking. We will check them after. I appreciate so much everybody who has come through and helped support the authors that I have interviewed. And this has become bigger than what I ever thought it could be. With that being said, make sure you guys go and check out marketingandcoffee.com. And if you're definitely interested in having an interview, make sure you get over there. So, Ms. Dasgupta, let's say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. I love you all.
Hashtag support your author by leaving reviews. You can visit this author's book at the link above. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to receive our notifications.